Hello, folks. Welcome to Stu Leonard's and another Farm Fresh 5 show.
There's something that we'd like to talk about. Let's all set the record straight.
Sometimes the big guys have all the fun, but where does the little guy reign?
You don't always need a handful. Sometimes it takes just the pinch.
Don't forget that a foot and a yard also contain an inch.
Sometimes you need just a dozen, and sometimes you need a whole ton. Sometimes you need a full barrel, but sometimes you need only one.
Sometimes you need a whole gallon. Sometimes a quart is too much. But sometimes you need just a wee little squirt, and a half pint is just the right touch.
A pound can be so obnoxious when an ounce simply seems just right.
You don't have to eat a mouthful when all that you want is one bite.
You don't always munch on a whole bunch of grapes. Sometimes just a few will do.
And when you're out in a rowboat, you surely don't need a whole crew.
Sometimes you need just a dozen, and sometimes you need a whole ton. Sometimes you need a full barrel, but sometimes you need only one. Sometimes you need a whole gallon. Sometimes a quart is too much. But sometimes you need just a wee little squirt, and a half pint is just the right touch.
You don't need a loaf for one sandwich. 2 slices will do you just fine.
You don't need a whole head of lettuce when only one person will dine.
Whether you need 3 or more eggs, a chicken can lay them real quick. You can't use a whole pound of butter when you want to leave just one stick.
Sometimes you need just a dozen, and sometimes you need a whole ton.
Sometimes you need a full barrel, but sometimes you need only one.
Sometimes you need a whole gallon. Sometimes a quart is too much.
But sometimes you need just a wee little squirt, and a half pint is just the right touch.
But sometimes you need just a wee little squirt, then a half pint is just the right touch.
Thanks for listening, folks, and we hope you'll come back to see us again real soon.